Hey, welcome to the studio, aka my office, and today we're going to talk about this beauty right here, the Epiphone Les Paul Prophecy. Now, I like this a lot. I do like this guitar, but I have a problem, but it's just not this guitar. I think it's going to be all Prophecy guitars. So yeah, Cyber Monday popped up. That wasn't too long ago when I started making this video, and I was just looking for a different guitar. You know, you get that itch to buy a guitar, and I actually really liked the look of the Prophecies when I saw them in store. And I really don't mind the headstock either, because I really think with the custom inlay there, it actually looks pretty good. But when I was in the store, I only saw a couple other models. It wasn't this color. They look cool, but I kind of just pushed it to the back of my mind. So when Cyber Monday rolled around, I just said, why not? Let's go look at the Prophecies, see what they got. So when I started looking at the Prophecies, I saw a certified open box one for $5.99. And I thought that was a smoking deal. So I called up just Sweetwater to get some more details on it. Never bought one from him that was, certified open box. And I got a rep, and he's just like, hey, how would you like a new one for $650? And I'm just like, yes, who wouldn't do that for $650? Yeah, let's bag it up. Anyways, didn't think much of it. And then, the next day I get an email like, hey, here's some more detailed pictures on your guitar. And what I noticed that the low E string was really close to the edge of the fretboard. So that's the guitar that I ordered. I talked with my sales rep, and he's like, hey, we can get you a replacement. So here's where I have the problem now. And it may not be a shock to anyone, it's quality control. On all versions of the Prophecies, just not this one. You're either going to have the nut that's like cut weird, and the low E string is super close. You're going to have sometimes a lot of the staining from the fretboard on the binding. So it took a while to find one. And when I finally found one, I still had a blemish on it. They took it in because I decided just to get it professionally set up. They basically found this little blemish on it right here. There's where the little blemish is. And this is a brand new guitar. So I just asked, hey, well, can I get more of a discount off of that? And they actually gave me a 10% off discount. So this guy actually in the end ended up costing me $585. And now at that price point, yeah, okay, I can live with the little imperfection like that. But then when I got this guitar, I noticed is that a lot of this, it looks like, they're grinding the binding down, right? And you can just see like little cut marks all around the edges. And then you can kind of see that where they tried to sand these down, the frets, they're kind of weird. They're not all like symmetrical. And I get it if they're hand sanding, but I looked at all the Prophecies. So it's not like, oh yeah, hey, it's just this model. It's all of them. It's throughout all of them. And when you start getting up to the point where you're spending $8.99, $11.99 retail, those little cosmetic flaws and stuff like that just to me isn't acceptable. So it's easy though to pick out all the flaws, because even like high-end guitars like the Gibson stuff, they all have quality control issues too every now and again. But like I know I got some like weird kind of looking indent pitting here, not too bad. But for $585, I'm not going to complain. The guitar does play great and fantastic. It's definitely going to be in the rotation. It definitely punches up into higher tier class of playing. The satin finish on the back is fantastic. It fits in my hand great. I mean, that's going to be personal preference. But it definitely plays well. But the quality control, like I said, once you start getting up into that range, you start moving into LTD territory. Because those LTDs, they start out around usually about $1,000, $1,099, and they do everything that guitar does. Depending on the model that you get. For example, this one only have 22 frets on it, but I did get the traditional full-bodied one. But you start getting up into this where it does everything that does, and it has stainless steel frets. And you can get a Korean-made one that's historically better for quality on guitars in general. This guitar here, after looking at that one, I really went and I tried to nitpick. And I wanted to try to nitpick and see like all the little flaws, everything that it had. I saw a couple nick marks on here, and there's like a red dot here. But besides that, this thing was pretty good. Though this one did retail for a little bit more than $1,000, it's still in the same realm. Once you get into the EC1000 Deluxe guitars, I mean, you get all that stainless steel frets. I guess the only thing you could argue against would be that this has a almost 14-inch neck radius compared to the 12. So it really depends. These are kind of geared more for a little bit more shreddy and stuff like that, more flat. But it can still do everything that does, and it plays fantastic. So that guy's great, but if I had to pay retail, like I paid $5.85, I am so happy with that. Like I'm not sending it back. I can overlook the flaws. That's fine. You know, I get a 10% discount, $11.99, and I had all the flaws that were going on this guy over here, I would send it back. And as much as I said I don't mind this headstock, you just go ahead and you throw the Gibson headstock on this and you put all these features in here, even if you didn't give stainless steel frets, yeah, you're gonna be selling a ton of these. These will sell like hotcakes. So Epiphone, get your crap together, okay? Let's get your quality control together on the prophecies, okay? And now this is for the Les Paul prophecies. I know they have the other ones, Flying V's and stuff like that too. Maybe they're better because they are priced at a higher price point. But yeah, you know, I'm looking for modern features. So if they just made this one here, you throw the headstock on it, yeah, I'll pay you $11.99 all day on it. Because you got a great product. I think it sounds and feels great. You just have to really do a little bit better on your quality control. So anyways, if you like that video, go ahead and like and subscribe. I got stuff down in the description where you can check out my music on streaming platforms. You can look at my website where I got a longer review on this one that goes a little more in depth and all that fun stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching.